Rocket League tutorial. This is tips and tricks number 2. I'm gonna go over camera settings. Most of these you just want to play, what you're comfortable with, and I compared mine to what Rocket League pros play with to, what I find other YouTubers play with. So I guess let's get started. So the camera. Camera, field of view is how far you want from your car. If you're, close up, it can be hard to see. I like to keep mine far back so I can see the whole entire playing field and where the ball's at. What you want to do is play what you're most comfortable with. Camera height, I keep mine at like a 110, 100. If it's too low, you can't see anything really above you except for the ground. And if it's too high, then, you can see way too much. It might get too, you might miss simple shots. So keep it around 100, 90, 110. It's pretty good, camera height. The camera angle, if you turn it all the way down, then you could see, that's kind of hard to function with. And if you turn it the other direction all the way down, it's kind of flat. I keep mine at like 5.6. It's good angle to work with, and you can see basically everything that you need to see, where the ball's at, and all that stuff. Camera distance, how far do you want the camera away from you? You can go all the way close in, or you can go all the way close out, whatever's comfortable with you. I do 350. Sometimes I'll do a 320, 340. Most of the time 350 because it's it's good enough away from me, and I can see what I need to see, where the ball's at, how high the ball went, all that fun stuff. Camera stiffness, on the other hand, this can be a little how stiff do you want the camera? And I'll show you what I mean for stiffness. So, I have it on swivel speed. The stiffness is if you turn the camera, it'll how slow it takes to look at the ball. It's really not that good. So keep it at 0 so you can get that fast. Tells you where the ball is at pretty fast. You can get to it and score the goal if you have to, or save it, get it out of there, whatever the case is. Swivel speed is if you use R3. This is swivel speed, how fast you could turn the camera if you're looking at something, trying to get a boost or something like that. You want to see the ball, and gotta find it. That's what that's used for. If you want to change it up, you can put it at 0, which is, I believe, the default version of it, and see how slow it is. It's really not, you might want to change that up to what you're comfortable with, like possibly 0.5, like 3.5 ish, 4.5 or 5, whatever you're good with. See, that's a little bit more movable, so you could see where the ball is at. Still, I wouldn't use it. Still too slow. I use 10 because I need to find the ball, and it works just, I liked it. Another thing that could, is pretty good to have on or off is camera shake. Turn the camera shake off, because if you have that on, your controller keeps vibrating, it shakes, and it sometimes might be hard to control the car or where the ball is at. So, just for your help, uncheck it. It'll help a lot. The ball cam indicator is another thing you might want to turn off, because that can get a bit. That's down there at the left corner, as you can see, and that just kind of like throws me off if I see that. So you could turn it off, which I love this feature, and it's gone. So now I can play the game. It doesn't throw me off that this says ball cam and, you know, press triangle for it to fall and all that nonsense. I can play the way I want to without, you know, the ball cam being on. Controls. Make it easy on you. You know, drive forward R2, backwards L2, jump X, boost circle, power slide L1, and skip replay X, air roll L1, focus on the ball triangle, rear view R3, scoreboard square, skip music track R3. I don't really use any of this. So make the controls, you know, basically the way you want them, easy to drive, boost, you know, air roll, all that fun stuff, and, you know, comfortable how you do it. Audio, really don't need any of that. Another cool feature that I don't know, you know, how many people have went over this, but you can actually turn weather effects on and off. So if it does rain, if you turn weather effects off, it's not gonna rain on your screen. It will just be stormy, but there will be no weather effects, which is pretty cool because the ground won't be slippery. You can control the ball pretty fast, and, you know, you have more traction instead of slipping a little bit because it's wet, and, you know, that's pretty cool. All this basically is default. So yeah, play around with the settings, pick what you're more comfortable with. If you like the camera angle facing all the way down to the floor like this, you know, trying to play, you know, go ahead, play. If you like it all the way down and you want to, you know, play like this, ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know, just go with what you're comfortable with when doing the camera, because it will affect the way you play if you don't have the right settings. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to hit that like button, and I'll bring you another one on aerials shortly.